All right. What's up, everybody? We are live on YouTube, as we do sometimes, because I have 23 records to open. The mailers have been just absolutely piling up because I've been so busy going down and picking up Jim's collection, busy at the store. It's been true chaos, and I just see the mailers just continue to get piled up, and now it's time to open them, which is great. And then I'm gonna go to the store because that's my life now. But I want to do a little live stream and open them and chat with you guys. So we'll see who pops in today. I almost gave no notice whatsoever for this. So this could be a very small stream. This could be a huge stream. Either way, I'm sure people will jump in and watch it after the fact if they don't watch it now. But I just wanted to do this because I know that some people wanted to talk about the new collection and Jim and that stuff based on some messages I got yesterday. So happy to chat about the late great Jim, the collection and all that stuff. But I want to open all these records first. So we'll wait to see if a few more people roll in, and then I'll get started. What's going on, Corey? Jason, two of my favorite things on a Thursday. Matt and an unboxing. I love that. Welcome in, brother. Hey, Nick's here. What's up, man? My viewer count doesn't update accurately. It says there's only 4 people. Okay, it just jumped to 11. All right. I'll get started really quickly on this unboxing because there's 23 to get through. This is like one of the largest ones I've done in a long time, and I want to have time to talk about the video I just put out recently. So I'm probably gonna get started now, and then we'll intersplice at the end some discussion about the video I just put out and all that jazz. What's up, Jimmy? What's up, Jeffrey? What's up, Alex? All right, let's just get started on this. Thank you guys for taking the time to join me today. Ding. I just want to say, not to get too somber right off the bat. It's just a little surreal that this is the first live stream that Jim will not be present for. Basically, every live stream, for the most part, that I've done in the past few years, Law Dude has been here. So shout out to you, Jim. I think you're watching from up there. But yeah, I'm gonna this live stream is dedicated to you, brother. All right, so let's see what we got. Guys. There's so many records here. I don't even know what some of these are from. We're about to find out though. This is a precarious mailer. This one's a little strange. I can't show this. I ordered this record from somebody on Discogs. It's this record. I can't show the front of it because it's just a giant male appendage on the cover. I can't. But it's missing the outer sleeve. It's supposed to have the black outer sleeve. It did not say it was missing that. So I'm probably going to ask for a return or a refund on that because the black outer sleeve is a necessity to cover up the art for that record. So it was supposed to be a first press, but that's kind of a bummer. Not off to a good start. Whoa. Mailer within a mailer. Adam says Matt in a beard and a beanie. Man, I've done the beard and the beanie look on this channel years ago. This is not new. I've been doing this since 2016, baby. It just comes and goes. Sometimes I'm feeling the beard and the beanie. This is not a new look. Go back. You've been here since the start, Adam. You should know. All right. One of these. These are always nice because they protect the record really well, but it's also like a puzzle to actually get the record out without slicing it, which is always interesting. All right. You gotta do every side. Oh my goodness gracious. Alright. Freaking heck. This is I feel like I'm doing open heart surgery right now. Maybe it's not quite as hard as that, but I don't know. I'm not a surgeon, so I can't tell. Wow, they really... And it's going to be like a $10 record. Oh, no, it's actually a very rare record. But I can't get it off. I'm gonna get it off later. So this is Chaos AD by Sepultura, Brazilian thrash metal band. I recently got a first UK press of this in the store, which is gonna go up on Saturday for our huge rock metal drop that we're doing. But I really enjoyed the record, and then I found out that the original Brazilian pressing has a bonus track. So I actually put it on my want list, and one popped up for a really fair price. I picked up the Brazilian press for myself, and then I'm going to be selling the first press UK in the store this weekend. So super cool. If you guys don't know Sepultura, they're awesome, and that record is really, really good. I'm seeing a bunch of good questions. I gotta get to those in a bit. As always, if you want to super chat me, I will answer your question right away. That is a way to support a creator, and we always appreciate that. Right, what have we here? What is this? Oh. This is Alice Phoebe Liu. She's someone I'm getting into recently. Awesome kind of like soulful singer-songwriter stuff. This is her album Glow. I have not heard this in full, but from what I've heard, I really did enjoy it. So if you like Alice Phoebe Liu, definitely check this out. I don't know what year this came out, to be honest. I don't know enough about it to really talk about it with authority, so I'm gonna just move on. But she's pretty great. I picked up her in a previous live stream. You guys probably saw. I got her live at Funkhouse record, and it was really good. So now I'm just kind of like slowly tracking down her other stuff. That's one of your favorite albums, Jeffrey. That's awesome. So it looks like I made the right choice. Yeah, she's super talented. This is a precarious mailer. This one's kind of another hard one to open. I'm getting all these challenge mailers today. Why are they doing this to me? Like I can't even find the spot. Well, I'm kind of just wrecking it now, but that's okay. Come watch a grown man struggle opening boxes for an hour. Thank you guys for joining me for whatever this is. Oh my god. This is really proving to be challenging. Where are these mailers coming from? These very strange mailers. Oh my god. I know what this is though. So this is an album I've had on my want list for a long time. This is Gregory and the Hawks' Leche. It's been out of print since it came out. I owned a copy a long time ago, and I sold it for very little because I thought I didn't like it, and then I revisited it, and I really do enjoy it. Awesome, fragile singer-songwriter stuff. Beautiful voice. And it's been out of print forever, and someone posted a copy for pretty cheap. They said it was like VG, though. And then I asked them, and they said a little surface noise, so let's inspect the disc together. But after, I answer Mega YouTube's super chat, first super chat of the chat. How do I find the time to listen to so many albums in full? What's my typical album listening routine? Well, that's a great question. Thank you for asking. Before I opened the store, I would always start my morning with coffee and an album. That was a really beautiful thing I like to do, and I still do that sometimes. But I really just try to force myself to sit down and appreciate a full album at least once a day. It's changed since I opened the store because at the store I listen to 5 to 8 full albums every day I'm there. And that means that when I come home, I'm not as motivated to listen to records, which is a really kind of weird way to look at my hobby because now it's my job. It's just really taking the time, the same way that you would take the time to go to the gym or to make yourself a meal or to watch a TV show. Like you would just have to take time to be like, I want to listen to music right now. Because passive listening for music is great. I do it all the time, but if you want to actually actively listen to an album and kind of absorb it, you need to consciously make the time to do it. So, let's see. I'm looking at this Leche now. there's light scratches on it, but like it looks really clean. I'm gonna run it through the degritter. That looks pretty good, to be honest. I think they undergraded it, which is great because this record almost never comes up for sale. So I'm gonna have to bring this one to the shop, give it a degrit. Maybe I'll listen to it in the shop. We will see. And then this one, this is a original press of Kings of Convenience, Riot on an Empty Street. I bought it from them because they said also scratched up, but I wanted it for the store because I have an original press too, and it was a really good price. But let's see, they said it was way worse condition than they remember. Oh yeah, this guy certainly is covered in scratches. They actually ended up throwing this in for free. Yeah, this is I would visually grade this as G. So not good, but I'm also going to degrade it, and sometimes records can surprise you. I've learned that as a record store owner, a lot of records that look destroyed can actually play really well, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, let's this is one of my all-time favorite records, and hopefully, why can't I get this back in? Come on. Hopefully it'll play better than it looks, but it looks quite bad. If I have to be totally honest with you guys, it looks pretty bad, and I literally can't get it in this stupid outer sleeve. Okay, we got it. All right, that'll be another degrit for the store. All right, we got a little bull moose action. Ah, yes. De La Soul. Opaque yellow. These all got reissues, which is really cool. In Jim's collection, he had pretty much all the De La Soul records, which is awesome. And they also got reissued now. So De La Soul is everywhere now, and everyone has a chance to get them, which is super cool. I have the VMP version. I was going to compare this to the VMP version, and whichever one I thought sounded better, I'd keep, and the other one I'd put in the store. But I was very curious about how this new repress sounded if it was remastered. I don't know have any of you guys had a chance to spin the new one yet. How does it sound? I'd love to know. Did Balloon Mind State not get a reissue with all the other De La Soul stuff? Because there's one in Jim's collection. If so, I gotta get that to somebody ASAP. I thought they all got reissued, but maybe I'm wrong. This was a trade with somebody in the TMR community, which is super cool. This is the first pressing of Arthur Russell's World of Echo, which is a really, really kind of unique experimental album that's kind of hard to listen to at times. But a first press of it is pretty wild. It has a light writing from a radio station on the front, but it's actually lighter than I expected it to be from the pictures he sent me. But first press, dude, these go for crazy money. So pretty excited to give this a spin. I've never fully connected with this album compared to some of Arthur Russell's other stuff. Excuse me. But I'm going to definitely give it a listen, and if I don't like it, this is going to hit the wall at the store, which is awesome because someone's going to freak out for sure. And yeah, I'm glad, Jason, that you were able to discover that Balloon Mind State did get a reissue. Now, there's enough De La Soul for everybody, which is great. Be right back, going to make a purchase. No, don't leave us. It's not going to sell out while I'm doing the live stream. Famous last words. I feel like I just got dust in my throat somehow. Woo! Okay. This looks like it's from Lo-Fi Records, so it's probably going to be some kind of Lo-Fi comp that I ordered. Jesus, there's like... I opened the package and I just got hit in the face with like dust. That's never a good sign. Another lo-fi comp, Lonely Days. Why do I keep buying this? It's like I feel like I'm brainwashed. I see this girl and I'm like, I must purchase this record. Do I recognize any of these artists? I don't. Ultimately, what happened was I purchased the box set, which was 10 albums of lo-fi. as soon as they release the like the track list, if there's enough overlap with the comps, I'm gonna sell all of the. I'm sorry, guys. Give me 2 seconds. I gotta refill my water. I'm like choking on dust. I don't know what just happened in the old throat. That was weird. Okay, we're back. Anyway, like I was saying, a lot of these are probably going to end up hitting the store because I have so many of these comps, and you don't need 50 versions of lo-fi beats because ultimately, unless you're like a certain artist that's a cut above, they all kind of sound the same to an extent. They're great background music, but there are very few artists within the lo-fi community that really stand above, in my opinion. And so I think, you know, some people that don't want the full box set would be really stoked to be able to get some of this stuff, which is cool. All right, we got a Turntable Lab package. I finally stopped with Lo-Fi Girl like quitting drugs. That's so good. It is kind of like a drug. I mean, vinyl's kind of like a drug too if you think about it, but oh, this is not Turntable Lab. They just used a Turntable Lab. I'm actually super, super excited about this. This is Sorcha Richardson, who I just discovered. She's kind of like a Phoebe Bridgers, Lucy Dacus-esque songwriter. She has an album out that I'm looking to track down as well, because if you like Phoebe and Lucy and Julian, like very similar vibes. Awesome, awesome album. I really enjoyed it. But this is from Turntable Kitchen, which is a company that's like it's a monthly service where every couple months they send you a artist doing another artist's album in full, which I think is super cool. Sometimes the albums aren't really up my alley. My favorite one I have is that I have in my collection Yumi Zuma, which is a great dream pop band doing all of Oasis's "What's the Story Morning Glory," which is a really, really good cover of the full record. And this is Sorcha Richardson doing Hot Fuss, which is one of my all-time favorite records. You know, the Killers were my favorite band in high school, as I've said countless times on here. So really excited to give this a listen because I think her voice would really would breathe some new life into the album in a really interesting way. I actually accidentally bought two of them because I made an offer on two things on Discogs, and they both got accepted, and I just was like, all right, I'll buy both and I'll put one in the store. But super cool. Wait, Pure Bathing Culture did Blue Nile's hats? Are you serious? I mean, Blue Nile obviously is something that we've been talking about on the channel since No Skips because of DJ Wags. I didn't know that. That's crazy. I wonder if Wags knows about that. I gotta talk to him about that. That's crazy. Christopher Oliver, thank you so much for the generous super chat, man. Just wanted to say you've been following the channel for a long time and love all the videos. Hope to visit the store one day. I hope you do too, Christopher. The store is getting better every single month. I think we're continuing to really make the store a special place for music fans and, you know, give people a reason to come chill and hang out with us. And I have Goose to thank for that a lot. Goose has done a great job being my first mate as we, you know, sail this ship. So big shout out to Goose and his band, Goose Don't Be Frightened. If you have not heard his album called What Now, it's incredible. Maybe there's going to be a TMR pressing of it down the road if you guys are curious. Speaking of TMR pressings, how many people here have pre-ordered the new Fort Vine record? Because there's about 8 or 9 days left on the crates. It's fully funded, but it's at such a low number. It's at like 115. Guys, it's a Fort Vine record. We got to pump this to 300. Come on. So if you have not ordered yet, go check it out. Oh, Goose is here. Now I'm all embarrassed because I was talking him up and he's right here. How embarrassing for me. This is the album I succumbed to the hype on. Why is it opened? Is it signed on the inside? Oh, he signed it on the inside. I hate that! This is my pet peeve with artists. Oh, Christ. Okay, so this is Elliot Fulham. I think he's a actor that has a music project, and apparently this album, which is called What's wrong? People say this is amazing. I was reading all these reviews of it, and everyone's saying it's an incredible, incredible record. So I bought it sight unseen. There was 500 copies on Purple Marble, and it was signed. So I was like, oh, signed copy, sweet. But he signed it here on the inner sleeve. My bro, nobody wants that. I don't understand what, like, I don't want a signed postcard. I don't want a signed inner sleeve. I don't want a signed label. I want the jacket signed. Nobody, it was even opened. He could have just went, boop, and signed it right there. He's so cool. He interviewed a ton of metal artists as a little kid. Oh, you know what? I remember that series. I heard about him. I didn't make the connection that was that guy. Very cool. Okay, well, Alex, I ordered this one with the signed copy after I ordered the other one that was the standard purple marble. So if you want the other one, it's yours. We could talk about that. But it might be in this pile of stuff. I got the first one, and then they put up the signed one, and I was like, well, I want the signed one. Very cool. I'm excited to hear the record. Everyone was saying the record's fantastic, so I guess we'll see. All right. Got to get the signed one if you get one. All right, well go see if it's still in stock, Al. Tony Best, you're here. Don't tell your boss. I won't tell your boss, only because I don't know your boss. Also, Alex, I'll probably let you have the signed one if you want, because it's not a cover sign, and that makes me annoyed. Oh, here's the other copy of Sorcha Richardson, the one that's going to hit the store. A lot of double ups. I don't know how this happened, but when you own a record store and you have a business credit card, you sometimes just go a little hog wild. I'm going to hold your hot chocolate with no gloves. All right. Oh, that's my Incredible Hulk for the day. Let's see what's in here. Side note, guys, if any of you guys are local to Pacific Northwest, come by the store on Saturday. We are doing a, massive, massive drop. What is happening in my throat? I feel like I keep getting, this dust in my throat. Very strange sensation. I apologize. We are doing a huge rock metal drop on Saturday, 200 plus titles. So if you're in the area, make sure you come by. I snagged these because the long awaited represses for Amigo the Devil. All of Amigo the Devil's stuff was out of print, and they just repressed them all, which is great. Amigo the Devil is really good, kind of dark folk, murder folk stuff. And all three of these were very hard to find. I'm kind of a casual Amigo the Devil fan. But I figured get it now or miss out. You know what I mean? And I hate missing out. I'm seeing some questions, guys. I'm going to try to answer them as we go because I don't want to make everyone super chat. I want to make everybody have a chance to get... Whoa, what's happening on my shirt? What is this? It's a sticker. Did I pick up Clams Casino Instrumental Relics? I did. Sigur. I just saw the Sigur Rós doing this massive tour with a 41-piece orchestra. The closest they're coming to me is Seattle. I'm going to have to see if I could talk somebody into going with me. Oh, Goose, you would probably go with me. Maybe we'll make it a business trip. Alex, I don't know if you like Sigur Rós. Have we talked about this? Sigur Rós is so beautiful. Maybe we could do a TMR retreat up to Seattle to see the orchestra show, which would be crazy. That's just another dupe. Man, we're just opening up. So, oh man, we're dropping stuff. All right. I will be singing "Can I Play with Madness" in full on the metal drop day, and really just the chorus. Can I play with madness? That's a taste of what you'll get in person if you come by on Metal Drop. Just a taste. Just a little taste. Yes. Speaking of metal, This is a band that I got into recently quite a bit, Spellcaster, and this is one of their records. I've had all their stuff in my want list for a while, and like they don't pop up very frequently, but this popped up for a fair price. I think it was like $30, maybe a little less. And yeah, Spellcaster, awesome 80s inspired metal. Look at these guys, look at these boys. And yeah, Spellcaster is great. I did it. I ordered this. I don't know why. I got sucked into the excitement of the cool variant. I have the deluxe 3LP version of this, but this is Postal Service Give Up. I'm also really, really, really tempted to go up to Seattle to see that show with the Transatlanticism in full. The variant of this looked really cool with the metallic swirl. Truthfully, if this sounds great, I might just keep this and sell my deluxe, because I feel like I'm not going to frequently listen to the bonus extra material. I feel like if I want to listen to this record, just one disc, kind of listening to it front to back and not having to flip it 6 times or whatever. But if it doesn't sound as good, then I'll keep the other one. So I'm going to have to do some research on that, but obviously this album is one of the best. Spellcaster is a Portland band? I didn't know that. I feel like so much good metal came out of Portland, or comes out of Portland still. Pretty crazy. Shout out to my boys Denava. Alright, this is a big box. Can I open this box? I ordered these, and whoa, these are deluxe as hell. What is going on here? So I ordered these despite having the originals because the presentation was so beautiful, and you know, I have mixed feelings on the artists just because of some allegations about them, so I don't talk about them as much, but it doesn't change the fact that these albums are really important to me as albums. These jackets are insane. They made these really deluxe issues on colored vinyl of Sun Kill Moon's April, Sun Kill Moon's Tiny Cities, and Sun Kill Moon's Benji. And I have all these records, but these jackets are some of the nicest jackets I've seen in a very long time. These ultra thick, sturdy, tip-on gatefolds. Wow. Like they were expensive because I think they were coming from China. I think the label's based in China. But wow. It's the kind of thing where I paid all the money to have them imported, and I was like, oh, why'd I do that? I have the originals. But holy crap, these 3 are worth it. Like, this is literally like 5 pounds of vinyl, like maybe more, maybe 10 pounds. It's heavy. Sun Kill Moon stuff is not back in print. There was a very short run of these that happened, and I happened to catch them. I don't know if they're out of stock yet. I think Benji's definitely out of stock. I don't know about the other ones, but they sound better than your OGs. Damn. All right, well, let's see. So for Benji, I have the promo version, which is like the clear with the rainbow swirl. I don't think I could ever let go of that. Tiny Cities, though, I could definitely sell that in the store if this one sounds better. And April, I have a first press on white. But if this sounds better, I might keep this too. So, very tempted to just keep the new ones and sell the old ones in the store because it's kind of hard to find Sun Kill Moon stuff. I don't know. I'm going to have to give them a nice discerning listen and make a decision at that point. But I just got to say, whatever this label is, I'm going to shout out this label. I've never even heard of them. With It Records. Look at that little dog. What a beautiful job doing a reissue. Like, every other label needs to take note of that. Like, so many reissues are so phoned in, and those are like the most sturdy. Like, I can't even explain how nice those jackets are without you actually holding them. What's my opinion on classics always getting reissued like the Beatles? I mean, I think it's just clogging up the plants unless there's a specific reason, like bonus material, or like if it's from the original tapes and there hasn't been a reissue like that since the originals. Like, we don't need a million reissues of Revolver. You just don't need it. Like, Get an original UK. That's literally, or like a 60s or 70s UK. That's all you really need. I don't know. That's just me. I think the plants get clogged up with so much garbage, and Record Store Day is largely at fault for that lately. The Sunkill Moons are still available on Bandcamp? All of them? I saw Benji was sold out. Maybe they added more or raised the run. Yeah, if you guys like Sunkill Moon, jump on those ASAP, because they are so nice. And someone here said that they sound better than the original, which is awesome. I'm surprised they didn't do Ghosts of the Great Highway, though. Although I have an original of that, and it sounds quite nice. They're doing more batches. Sick. Yeah. I don't know why they didn't do Admiral Fell Promises, but... This right here is something I bought for a guy, hopefully, who comes in the store. I have a regular at the store. His name is Mikey. Kiss is his favorite band. He's absolutely obsessed with Kiss. And I don't know if he has this yet. It's a live record that just came out recently. So I ordered this for him to enjoy. And then if he has it already, I'll put it in the store. It's fine. But he loves Kiss. Did those get a while to get shipped to me? I mean, I ordered them when they first went up for sale, and they just got here like a week ago. So I don't remember when they went up, a couple weeks back. It didn't take that long. Admiral Fell Promises is the GOAT. I mean, Alisund is my favorite Sunkill Moon song, so I mean, I don't know. It's as a full album, I don't think it's the best full album, but some of the highest highs are on Admiral Fell Promises for sure. All right, we got the first ever repress of Red Jumpsuit Apparatus. If you guys don't know them, they're a great kind of like metalcore, pop punk, slightly screamo at times band. They're mostly known for their song Face Down, which was a huge hit. Do you feel like a man when you push you around? That song. Or when you push her around, you feel better now. Cool variant. I don't know why the cover says Alliance Edition. That seems kind of cheesy. I don't know why it says that on, like, I don't know. It kind of takes away from the art and the album title. I have, like, Alliance Edition on there. I don't know what that means. But this has been out of print for a long time, and the only pressing of it was a picture disc. So really nice upgrade to be able to get this as an actual pressed record that isn't a picture. Ooh, what are we doing here? Nice! Another one of my favorite reissue labels, Real Gone Music, has reissued Eddie Hazel's solo record, Games, Dames, and Guitar Things. Eddie Hazel is, if you guys don't know, an early guitarist from Funkadelic. He left the band after a handful of albums. But to me, I think he's one of the greatest guitarists of all time from what I've heard. He has a solo record. The originals go for hundreds and hundreds if you can even find it in good condition. So finally, to get a repress, and I think the record's on like this blue, which is really nice. But yeah, I was never gonna find an original, so I figured I would get this. And if I ever do find an original in clean condition, awesome. And if not, then I'll stick with this. But yeah, Real Gone Music has really gone out of their way to make some really good choices when it comes to what they're reissuing. It's a label that you should definitely keep an eye out for, because what they're doing is a cut above, I think. All right, we got some Vinyl Me Please action. The Best of Ivy. Rest in peace also to the great Adam Schlesinger from Fountains of Wayne. Ivy's a really good pop band. And what's cool is that Chris Collingswood is on this playing guitar, who's from Fountains of Wayne, on one track. But I bought this Best of before I saw that they started reissuing their actual records. So I don't know if I need the Best of if they're going to be reissuing the records. But I would like to give this a listen. I like that it's foil stamped. That's nice. and see if I want this or if I want the whole record, because it's a band that I've really enjoyed every time I've listened to them, but I don't really know their full albums front to back that well. So I'll probably give this a spin, and then I'll give I just picked up, I think it was Guest Room that they reissued, so I'll listen to that, and if I like this more, I'll keep this. If I like Guest Room more, I'll keep that, and then I'll decide if I want to keep collecting their LPs as they come along. This is really cool. This is Arm & Hammer Furtive Movements. Arm & Hammer is the great duo, Billy Woods and Elucid. Is it Billy Woods and Elucid? I think it is. It's Billy Woods and somebody. Am I mixing it up? Elucid engineered it, but am I crazy? It's okay. This is a duo, Billy Woods and somebody. Someone tell me in the chat. I know I'm wrong. This is my favorite of their stuff. It's an EP, so I wish it was longer. But of all the Arm & Hammer projects, okay, I'm right. Of all the Arm & Hammer projects, this is the one that I thought has the most replayability. And maybe it's because it's so short. I don't know. But a lot of their projects are great, but this one for me is the GOAT. And the original press goes for like $300. And VMP somehow got a reissue. I don't know how they got an exclusive of it. Another cool foil number right there. Very, very good. I have Harem. I have Paraffin. I have the other Arm & Hammer records. I just don't love them as much as Furtive Movements, which is just a banger front to back. So, and I'm actually kind of weird because I don't love Billy Woods solo. Like, I think he's very impressive and he's an interesting artist, but even like Hiding Places, which is considered to be his magnum opus, there's a bunch of tracks in there that I don't like. There's a bunch I love, but as a full album, I don't know if I would spin it that often. And it makes me want to sell it because it goes for like $250. But I'm afraid I'm going to like get more into it down the road after I sell it and be like, why did I do that? With hip-hop stuff, you got to be very careful because sometimes it will never get a repress. And sometimes it will. Oh, here we go. So far, so good. So what? That's my Dave Mustaine impression. This is Megadeth, early Megadeth. And this is a early pressing of it. It looks like it's a Record Club pressing. Yeah, it's a Record Club pressing. So Megadeth, what's interesting about Megadeth is that Mustaine went and remixed everything, and for all the reissues that came out in the past, 15 years, it's all this remixed version. And most fans are saying that they're not as good as the originals for a myriad of reasons. So this is one of those interesting scenarios where everything will get repressed, but sometimes things get repressed in a different variation and a version that you can't ever get the old one. So things like Megadeth's first pressings or early pressings are going to hold value because they have that original mix. This is one of those. And yeah, so let's see how the disc is. They said it was pretty clean. I'm looking at it here. Ooh, definitely a little scuffed up, a little scratched up. I'm going to have to run this one through the degritter as well. This visually looks worse than they described it, which doesn't make me happy. But we'll give it a degrit. We'll give it a listen, and we'll see. I'm very jealous of Alex. She just tracked down this and the first Megadeth record, first pressings that are super clean. So, shout out to Alex for being a badass. We'll give that a store, a good old store. When is the next Whatnot? Leland says. I have a bunch of shows prepared with stuff, but I've been so busy at the store, and the store's been so busy, which is amazing, that I haven't felt the time or the real need to do one. I would like to say I'll do some in April. It's really TBD though. I have a bunch of shows. I actually have a show on Whatnot I really want to do. It's all bootleg stuff, so everything ranging from like modern bootlegs to like classic like 70s live bootlegs. All really interesting, unique bootleg stuff. And Whatnot allows you to do boots, but you can't be like super explicit. Like I know a lot of the big shows on there do a lot of boots. And I wanted to call it These Boots Are Made for Rockin'. And I talked to my contact there, and he was like, you can't really do that. And I was like, but I want to. So I suppose I'll see what because if I do that show, I want to make sure people come that are into boots. So we'll see what happens, but that show would be killer. I have like 50 amazing unique titles for that. But I don't know. We'll see. Whatnot's been deprioritized lately. Collecting early Megadeth on vinyl is your business, and business is good. That's that's funny. I like that. Speaking of Blue Nile hats, speaking of Blue Nile hats, I picked up another version of this for like $35, really cheap, because it was a little beat up. The whole back had a complete tear right here because of water damage, and the disc itself was a little crackly. So I picked this one up because it's apparently VG Plus all the way around, so this will probably be my personal player copy, and the one that was beat up is going to go in the store. And even beat up, it would probably still command a decent price, because it plays nicely, it just has a little bit of crackle. So this is still an exceedingly hard record to get. And shout out to DJ Wags for turning me on to sell you the other one. Come to Portland, Nick. Come to the store, man. And guys, now is a good time to visit the store. If you guys are on the fence about visiting TMR, well, first of all, we're going to talk about Jim and his collection in a minute, but like we're approaching our 1 year on May 21st is going to be the 1 year celebration. If you're thinking about visiting the store, that would be the day to do it. We're going to be blowing it out. Our entire rare wall is going to switch over in the span of 1 day. We have a ton of Japanese pressings going out. There's going to be deals, wheels, steals, meals. We might have a food truck outside. So if you're thinking about coming out to Portland to visit the store, the 1 year is the time. But right now would be great too, because Jim has blessed us with just the most unheard of collection of goods. Like, everybody that comes into the store lately is walking out with something that they're absolutely stoked on, which is a great feeling. What? Did I accidentally order this twice, or did they just send me two? This is crazy. I just got another box of these Sunkill Moons. What? I literally don't think I ordered it twice. I think I ordered it once. I wonder if this is an accident or if I accidentally ordered twice in my haste. I'm going to have to check my my bank account and see what's going on here. Dibs! Wow, okay. Well, interesting. I don't have to show that again. I just talked about it a bunch before. All right. So, finders keepers. All right, I'm going to do another like 10, maybe 15 minutes of Q&A. I just want to really quickly, first, thank you guys for being here during this live stream. But second of all, thank you to everybody who watched my video yesterday. And, you know, it was a really hard video for me to make. The hardest I've had to make on the channel, because it was a personal one as well as something that, you know, affects everybody because of the store content. But I wasn't sure how it was going to be received. And the outpouring of support for Jim, for his family, for me, has been really beautiful to watch, and all of the comments have been heartwarming. And I feel like this is the beginning of Jim's legacy, and you know, I'm gonna do my best to perpetuate it however I can. But yeah, Jim was a great man, a great collector, great music fan, and I feel very, very lucky to be in possession of his collection. So, if you guys have questions about the collection, things that are in it, questions about him that I might not be able to answer, but I'll try. My plans moving forward, I'm an open book right now for what I know. So, let me go back and look at some questions. Albert asked about the record store. What was the overall intent of the store? To be a fully fledged record store with new releases and used? I never really wanted to do a bunch of new distro. My logic has always been that there's big stores in town that do that, and there's also Amazon, and I don't want to compete with that, because the margins are getting smaller and smaller on new records anyway. My store is not large enough to justify the volume that you need to do to make money off of new records. So I like used records. It's fun. Used records have a story behind them. They're fun to try to track down and find. There's more exciting finds in used records. People get more excited to be like, oh my God, I can't believe this is here. And that energy is why I opened a record store. It's not just to make money $6 at a time on new titles. Like that to me feels less personal and more businessy in like not a good way. So that's kind of where I land with that. I should take TMR on the road and do speaking engagements across the country, meet and greets at record stores. Man, Jenna, I would love to do that. I mean, if you have ideas on how I can execute that, that would be great. My goal with this channel has always been to travel, and when I did the pilot of No Skips, I thought this was the start of it. I thought, okay, this is it. I'm going to now get to travel around and make this content that I really want to make. And then YouTube was just like, and the No Skips video did extremely poorly, continues to do so, and the people that were helping pay for it decided they don't want to be a part of it because it didn't do well off one video, which is a little short-sighted in my opinion. So I don't know. I mean, like, I think there's always going to be a travel element in the future. It just has to be how I can make it work and justify it. But yeah, I mean, like, my dream would be if someone approached me and they're like, hey, I want to book you at a bunch of different places, and we'll do a TMR tour where you can talk music and, go to record stores and do, whatever it may be. I mean, I don't know. How many people would really want to meet and greet me at a random record store? 5? I don't know. I don't know if it'd be worth it. I don't know if it would actually happen, but I would love to make more content on the road, basically. Hey, John's here. Sorry you're late. That's all right, John. Better late than never. Mike asks if I have an online store up yet. I don't have an online store. What I do historically is if people have a request, if they see something like in my YouTube or in my Instagram story, if it's been in the store long enough, I'll ship it if you want to buy it. When it comes to selling online, I was doing a lot of Whatnot. I do a little bit of Discogs. Although, guys, can we talk about Discogs for a second? I don't want to crap on them too hard, but have you guys noticed that in the past month, the fake records and spam accounts and scam accounts have been quadrupled? I feel like my entire want list lately is just fake records, like things that are obviously from fake accounts, and it's making Discogs unusable for me. I don't want to make another video crapping on them, but they need to fix this ASAP because the day-to-day experience has been absolute trash for the past month. Were there any other Ben Folds in Jim's collection? I know whatever and ever amen. That's a great record. I didn't see any other Ben Folds, but there's still a lot that we're going through. Every day I'm at the store, we have some of it sorted on the back shelves, but I don't know, there's still so much to go through. We're discovering new treasures every day. Did anything surprise me in Jim's collection? Every day something surprises me in Jim's collection. Like I just said, I'm always impressed by how far his taste goes too. And one might think, oh, he's a hoarder, he just buys everything. That's not the case. I've been reached out to by friends of his from childhood. I spoke to his high school girlfriend yesterday who DM'd me on Instagram, and he has always had an extremely eclectic taste. She described him as listening to Whitney Houston and then going to listen to Fishbone right after. He is just a music fan, and I love that because every record I pull out, I'm like, he bought this because he loves this. He bought this because he likes this band and he wants to hear it on vinyl, and that's cool to me. Do I like Mac DeMarco? I really love 2, Salad Days, and This Old Dog. The other records for me, hit or miss. Does the collection have Bright Black's Morning Light self-titled album? Bright Black Morning Light? I don't think I know them. I have not seen that yet, but if I do see it, I'll save it for you, Did I end up reading Jim's comment under G.I. Sanders' video? I did. Thank you for bringing that to my attention, and thank you to Alex for finding it. Yeah, it was a heavy comment to read, to know that he left that comment not long before him and I made our deal, and not long before he passed, and it's just so weird to see that and know that like him and I were talking about his collection and his diagnosis and all that stuff at that moment that he left that. It's just it's really surreal to kind of see that in retrospect. I had another interesting Jim moment where I pulled out a record to price it. It was Rats Out of the Cellar, and it was a Friday Music repress, and I looked up the cat number, and there was only one pressing that existed, and it was on orange translucent vinyl, and it was pretty rare. I pull out the disc, and it was black, and it was the same catalog number, and I was like, that's weird. So I went to the listing, and Jim left a comment that was like, hey, does anyone have this, but it's black? And then someone replied to him. It was like, yeah, me too. What's going on? And no one has answered it. And I tried to look it up on like Steve Hoffman forums, and there's nothing about it. So very confused. And now the mystery is passed on from Jim to me. No idea. No Skips didn't do well. That was very good. Thank you, Alternative Visuals. It was the video I'm most proud of. I mean, I think the Jim video I'm pretty proud of too now with how the response has been so loving. But yeah, No Skips. I don't even know if it's broken 10K yet. It's been out since October. Some YouTubers put out a generic video about vinyl and get 10K in 2 days. So it's like YouTube buried it despite the fact that it was arguably the highest quality content in the vinyl community. It breaks my heart. Pop-up record store truck. I'd be too stressed driving them around that it would get broken into. Any luck on Sing the Sorrow? Grab one at the show. Yeah, I grabbed Sing the Sorrow from the web store. They did like a short run. I don't know if it sold out of the tour exclusive or the variant the band had on their store, and I grabbed that. And then through my distro, I grabbed 3 titles for when it ships of the Pinwheel one that I'm going to have at the store, because I literally was talking about Sing the Sorrow in a video saying it should be repressed 3 weeks ago, and now it's happening. So it's like crazy. Would be best to sign with a speakers bureau? I don't know how that works, John. If you have any insight, please shoot me an email. I'm curious. Jeffrey asks, how can you tell that it's fake? I have a couple videos about how to not get scammed on Discogs. Definitely check those out on YouTube. But ultimately, like, what's been happening lately is that accounts are getting hacked who have a lot of positive feedback, and people are listing grails for either crazy low amounts or just low enough where you're like, this is a crazy deal, but you still believe it. And then they're not real. They're fake. They take your money and they run, or they convince you to pay off site via friends and family, and then you lose the money permanently. And my whole want list is just like 20 grails in a row from the same person that are like $100 each, and they go for way more than that usually. And it's like very clearly fake to me, but I'm a very seasoned collector, and they're really preying on newer people to the hobby that see, oh my god, this person has the original press of Blonde for $200. That's crazy, but it's fake. It's not real, and the feedback looks real because the account was stolen. So it's pretty messed up. Elk Vision, coming to the store on Sunday. Will I be there? Yes, I will be there on Sunday, so I'll see you there. Have I ever heard One Last Wish? I have not. Have I heard Fauna by Hacken? I've heard, what was the Mountain record by Hacken? I forget what it's called, something Mountain. I enjoyed it, but I'm not a huge prog metal fan. Prog, I'm very picky with my prog. There's not a lot of prog that I love. What was the most rare, expensive record that has sold so far in the store? As in, somebody... my doorbell just rang. Let me see if that needs to be signed for. Hold on. Nope. They probably just left a mailer, which is funny because I could unbox it, but I'm too lazy to go downstairs, so we'll do it for the next one. Ugh. Okay, I'm here. Most expensive record that's sold in store, not online. Probably the David Bowie self-titled first press in the shrink near Mint. We sold it for $550, and the person who bought it was extremely stoked, which was pretty crazy. Edward says he got his Central Side priorities in this week. Just need time to listen now. Yeah! Central Side Priorities, dope. I grew up with Central Side. They were a band from my high school, and um, I pressed it on my label. I'm trying to get the new crates link to post in the chat, because I want you guys to have a chance to get the new record that's up for pre-order right now before it's too late. Yeah, Central Side Priorities is a record I grew up with, and it is a little surreal to see everybody spinning it on their tables, because I went to all these Battle of the Bands, like I saw them perform throughout my entire high school experience, and it was awesome. And I think they should have been, much bigger than they were, but I don't think they pursued it beyond high school, which is a bummer. There's apparently a shelved Central Side second record that the drummer told me he was going to send me at some point. I would love to hear that, because I would probably love it. Do I have to wear a beanie to live in Portland? Noble Records and Adam Kanowski both coming at me for the beanie today. I wear beanies. I've worn beanies since well before I lived in Portland. Sometimes it could be... I think the beanie and the beard look is pretty cool. I'm into it. Have I listened to White Lung or Slow Tie? I have not listened to either. John asks what I ended up doing with that Velvet Underground. Yeah, so I'll share that story real quick. In a collection I got last year around Black Friday, it was a ton of like really rare records, including that Bowie I just talked about. And there was a white label Velvet Underground White Light White Heat promo. And I was talking to people, including Noble Records, and I was like, what do I do with this? And everyone was like, that's crazy rare. Like, that's way rarer than I thought it was. And Velvet Underground fans are wild. So I didn't know what to do with it. So I threw it up for an insane price on Discogs just to see if anybody would bite. And I put it up for $1,500. And within 10 minutes of listing it, I got a DM saying, send me pictures. And I sent the pictures, and they were like, I'll pay you right now. And they bought it. And it was within 10 minutes. And I was like, man, I thought that was too much money. Did I undersell it? Should I have put it up for more? It blows my mind. But yeah, I guess you really don't see promos of Velvet Underground stuff very often. So that was kind of a crazy thing that happened. And I would have never gotten even close to that in the store. But it helped pay for the collection, which is really nice. How much longer for the Fort Vine? I think there's like 9 or 10 days left for Fort Vine. If you click the link, you should be able to see it. Alex asks, have I listened to Banana Jones and the Slick Peels? Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm a huge Banana Jones fan. I actually just picked up the Banana Jones and the Slick Peels. What is the album again? It's Slippin' on a Sunny Day. Is that what it's called, or something like that? I picked up that the wax mage of that. It has real banana inside of it, and the jacket has gorilla fur, which is crazy. So yeah, I'm a huge fan of BJ and the SPs, as you know. Looking to step up onto the turntable arena, looking for something in the $1,000 to $1,500 range. Clearaudio! Get the Clearaudio concept. I love my Clearaudio concept. You gotta get it. If you're in that range, that's the move. It's slick. It performs beautifully. You gotta get a Clearaudio concept. Just do it. You're currently in Portland and you have a beanie on. If you're in Portland, come by the shop today. We got so much gym stuff. Guys, everybody's been coming to the shop and just asking for random records, and like, we have them. Jim had the records. It's crazy. So come by and yeah, let's chat, and you can see some of Jim's collection, which is rad. Have I had any inquiries about cassettes? Yeah, I get occasionally people coming in looking for cassettes and looking for CDs, and I don't really have either set up in the store yet, but hopefully down the road. You've had a real banana inside of you. Have I listened to Fontaine's DC? Everyone keeps telling me to listen to them, and there is a really rare Fontaine's record in the collection, so I should probably spin it just to kind of get an idea. I'm going to make a video at some point about the records I'm taking from Jim's collection, because I have a box of stuff that I'm debating on, and every day I'm finding something new where I'm like, maybe I'll take these too. Like, he has a bunch of these MOV Rage Against the Machines, and I'm like, I don't have them, and maybe it'd be good. So, kind of just figuring that out. Noble agrees, Clearaudio concept. That's 2 for 2. 2 juggernauts of the YouTube vinyl scene telling you Clearaudio concept. That's a sign, Caesar. Oh, Corey, if Jim had any of her stuff, I would have told you, but I didn't see it. Audiobooks on vinyl. I've not seen that. Is that a thing? Noble Records, your tummy, huh? I'm coming for you, Dylan, with the beard, dude. Give me like 6 months. You think you have the monopoly on beard in this community? I don't think so, kid. Get ready. Somebody just bought the highest price record in your Discog shop while watching this video. I'm magic, Jeffrey. I'm magic. What's a notable album with a pressing that is not super expensive but sounds really good on vinyl? Discovery is actually kind of hard to find. I think it's like out of print still, unless they got a repress. It's not expensive but sounds really good on vinyl. It's a good question. I should make a video about that. I don't have an answer right away, but I think that'd be a good video topic. JPG says, isn't the MOV the same as a CD? I read a comment that said that the Rage Against the Machine MOVs is just a CD rip, and then I read another comment saying that guy who's been going around saying that is a known troll on Discogs and that it's all AAA. I don't know which is the case. If you guys know if the MOV Rage Against the Machines are analog, I'd like to know. I know that the first press Rage Against the Machine self-titled not MOV is analog, obviously, but in 6 months, yours will be 6 months longer. Damn it, that's true. What do I think of the band Riverside? I don't know them. I've never heard of them. You just backed Fort Vine. Yeah, Janosch, let's go. Everybody should back Fort Vine. You don't think anything in MOV's catalog is analog. That's a hot take, and it actually might be true. I don't know. I have heard amazing things about the MOV Rage Against the Machine records, though. What's crazy is that like everybody has a different ear, right? So everybody likes something different. Everybody thinks different things sound better. It's super difficult to know what's real and what's not unless you experience it yourself. Listening to the Fort Vine album now to see how you dig it. Yes, listen to it. I mean, if you like indie, folk, soul, you're going to like it. Harmonies, I mean, it's a beautiful record. Wow, we're over the hour mark. Holy crap. Okay, I gotta eat some lunch, and I gotta go to the store. So if you guys are local, I'll see you at the store hopefully soon. If not, thank you guys for joining me. Again, thank you guys for supporting the video the other day. Really important video on the channel, and I'm glad you guys got to enjoy it. So have a good rest of your week. Huge metal rock drop happening on Saturday. Leftovers will probably find its way online at some point. But yeah, guys, really exciting times for TMR. So thanks for tuning in, and I'll do this again soon. Have a good day, guys.